What if you were born without a face, hair, or even skin? That's probably the case if you are a monster. Imagine waking up one day as a piece of food after spending the first 6 years of your life as a human being. Imagine a life where you had to change your sour cream daily, you're not able to get wet, and you constantly have to ward off animals because you have tortilla for skin. And did I mention you're blind too? On this episode of True Life, you will hear about Harold and his disability. His story is next. On True Life, I'm a Frickin Burrito. Meet Harold. He is a frickin' burrito. No joke. Harold was born a human, but his life was suddenly turned around on him just after his 6th birthday.
Yeah, life was going good for me. Kicked butt in kindergarten, and little did I know that one day I would wake up as a frickin' burrito. My parents were pretty shocked.
Yeah, I remember the day I walked into his room, and he was a frickin' burrito. I almost a brick.
Yes, this disorder is pretty rare. You don't hear about many boys waking up in the morning as a Mexican food.
This is the first case I have ever heard of something like this. Oh wait, there was a young girl in Arizona. But that turned out she was a chalupa.
My parents didn't know what to do, and I couldn't be late for school, so my dad just wrapped me up in tinfoil.
He's a frickin' burrito. What was he supposed to wear?
School was terrible. The kids were brutal. I remember in high school, this bully, Frank Turketon, would pick up pieces of my skin and eat it during class.
When Harold was younger, he used to wander around a lot, sometimes off property into traffic. It got pretty dangerous. But since then, we built a steel fence. It's safer now. Harold! Hey! Much safer.
Probably the worst thing about being a frickin' burrito is, okay, I can think of about 1,000,000, but actually being a giant piece of food, people start to talk. That and not having the ability to see.
This whole ordeal has completely changed his life. And not in a good way.
Doctors and specialists ran dozens of tests and exams to see if there was a procedure to reverse the tortilla process. The conclusion, a $450,000 surgery called soft shell plasty. Harold was relieved to find out about the surgery and began saving and fundraising immediately.
We actually have no idea how to do something like this. But hey, we'll give it our shot.
This surgery can make me human again. No more taco farts or old lettuce. It's gonna be amazing. After being a frickin' burrito for 10 years of my life, people finally accepted me as who I was. I tried out for football, I joined a band, and I got a girlfriend.
Harold just treats me how I want to be treated. He has great, he dresses nice, and he always smells good, and he's just really the most important frickin' burrito in my life.
Amanda is my life. I mean, she's a good listener. She tells me she's really attractive and got a good family. I mean, what's not to like? And the sex is amazing.
He's not lying.
Hello, Harold. I have some bad news for you. Harold contracted tortimia. It makes the outer skin very brittle, very difficult to deal with. It's very rare. It's as rare as somebody turning into a frickin' burrito.
Yeah, I'm growing beans in places I've never had them grow before. And there's a lot of mold zits. It's kind of bad. Also, I lashed out on the people I love.
He was like a whole different person. I mean, I guess he's not really a person, but he hit me.
You're really getting it.
I can't do this. I can't. This is ridiculous.
Knock it off. Just read the chapters.
Oh, okay. 1, I don't want to, and 2, I can't see. I was a monster, but I calmed down, took some medication, and focused on fundraising. I held several bake sales, a walkathon. I even threw a party. I'm nervous and excited. Mostly excited. I will not miss being a frickin' burrito at all.
The day Harold had waited his whole life had finally come.
Well, hello there, Harold. You all set?
Sure am.
Good luck, son.
We love you, Harold. Oh, thank God. I can't stand to look at that thing for another minute.
Harold, I want you to count backwards from 100 in Spanish.
Okay. 100, 99, 90 y...
Okay, we're ready to get started. Knife and fork, start. Mr. and Mrs. Kartaki, he made it.
Oh, thank heavens. Can we see him?
Absolutely, of course.
Mom, Dad, how do I look?
What the hell is that? You just changed his tinfoil.
What a scam!
Hey, you try turning a burrito into a human being. It's not easy.
Amanda?
Harold, how'd it go? Spill the beans.
Food humor, good one. Well, just no matter what, do you promise you'll stay with me?
Well, of course. Unless you're still a frickin' burrito.
Oh, wow. I gotta go. After the failed surgery, Harold slipped into a deep depression. He was delusional. He locked himself in his room and began writing his memoirs. Harold lived one more week before he committed suicide by electrocution. For many, Harold's story will go down in history as a heroic tale of adversity, and for others, he will have just been a frickin' burrito.